Jonathan from BroJMR, and today I'm going to be bringing you episode 58 of What's in the Box, because, well, all this stuff I bought, so that's why. We've been on a small touch of a spending spree the past couple of weeks. We found a couple of new half-price books that we've been checking out, so we kind of have a lot of stuff. So we decided to split it up. I'm going to do mine. Michael's been working on his. He's got one more to do after this, so you should be caught up pretty soon. If you remember, last time our overall total last time was 1857, and this is what we got today. And I actually have a little bit of everything in mind today, so should be good stuff. Start off with something that I never get to talk about. Laserdiscs. I picked up 3 today. First one, Tomorrow Never Dies, Pierce Brosnan. Pretty good artwork. I've always been a fan of the Bond artwork style, and I really liked Pierce Brosnan as Bond. That was the Bond that I grew up with, so I always hold a special place with him. And I also picked up GoldenEye, which is a flipper. It opens up, some chapter search, some really nice screenshots in here. Love this movie. Out of all the Brosnan ones, this one is honestly probably my favorite. And I also picked up something that we are not completely sure what it is totally, so we're gonna wait and find that out. This is The World's Greatest Artists Sing Lennon, a tribute, and it is double-sided. It's all covers of John Lennon songs done by, I mean, everybody. God, everybody's on here. Lenny Kravitz, Joe Cocker, Billy Joel, Elton John, Terrence Trent D'Arby, of all people, Hall & Oates, Michael Jackson, Cyndi Lauper, David Bowie, Ringo Starr, I mean, Kylie Minogue. This has got just a few, you know, it covers a very wide range of musical artists, hosted by Michael Douglas. Thing is, we don't know if this is a video concert or if it's just audio. We do not know that yet. I actually thought that this was a record that Michael was showing me at first, and I'm like, oh, hell yes, I have to buy that, because we have a record player at home. We're going to listen to this when we get home. But it's a Laserdisc, so we're going to have to wait until we find a Laserdisc player, until we can figure that out. Next up, Gone with the Wind Deluxe Edition. VHS. Yes. Another Gone with the Wind VHS set. I know. I own this movie 3 times now, and I've still never seen it. One of these days I'll get around to watching it. I just think these are pretty cool when they do these special edition VHS collections. I don't know. Something's cool about them. And, you know, it was only like $2. So, I wasn't going to say no to that. Next up, we're going to get into TV stuff. I picked up Vikings Season 3, finally. So I can finally watch Season 3 and start to try to catch up on the show. Love this show. It's really good. And something really cool that I found. The Ultimate Carson Collection. 30 Years of Memories. And it has highlights from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, and then the final disc is his final episode, the whole thing. Johnny Carson show is hilarious. I've seen a lot of clips from his shows, but I've never been able to really find anywhere that had him in any sort of collection, and this is a really good one. There's a lot of big names on here, including people like classic comedic actors, the Brat Pack. Robin Williams is in his final episode, and I've seen clips of that interview, and it is one of the funniest things that you'll ever see in your life. So, on to DVDs. Marcy May Marlene. This was a interesting little kind of an indie thriller movie that came out. It's Elizabeth Olsen's first role, and she's since become a bit of a superstar. This is a fantastic movie. It's about a young teenager that escapes from a cult and is trying to figure out who she is. She's trying to work her way back into the real life while dealing with the brainwashing from the cult. It's really great. It's very suspenseful. It's very tense, and it's just a fantastic movie. It's a movie that more people should have seen, and if you've never seen it, I highly recommend trying to find a way to watch it. And the anniversary edition of Edward Scissorhands in a tin case. This is pretty cool. It's just the anniversary edition DVD in there, but it comes in the case, and it comes with some really cool little artwork, like postcards almost. Suitable for framing, possibly, if we can find a way to set it all up. They're really good. It's a fantastic movie, and it was just, it's a different, I've never seen it in a cover like this. So, of course I had to pick it up. It's probably one of our favorite Johnny Depp movies ever. It's definitely one of my favorites. Now, on to steelbooks. I have a lot of them this time. I may have gone a little bit overboard. I'm lying, I didn't go overboard. I didn't buy enough. First up, the Underworld movies. Whoa, that's kind of hard to hold up, sorry. The Underworld movies, all 4 of them. These are the Best Buy exclusive releases. Those are Project Pop Arts. I like the artwork on them, I really do. I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first, but now that I'm able to see the back of what they look like, it makes a little bit more sense now. They're just kind of scenes that kind of talk about what the rest of the movie is really about. Like Underworld Evolution, it's got the burning village, which is a big part of the flashback in that movie, which is important for the overall story. Underworld Awakening has her looking over a modern cityscape, which is of course very important in it. I thought they did a really good job with the art. It's different, it's also kind of simplistic, and I like that. Next up, this one's actually a movie that we didn't even own at all, which is kind of surprising to me, but Hunt for Red October on Steelbook. Very nice cover, very simplistic, just the image of the ship and Sean Connery's face, and that's really all you need for this movie. It's Sean Connery on a submarine. Do you need any more explanation of why this movie is awesome? No. Oh, it also has Alec Baldwin in it. There's the rest of your explanation. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. So a very cool steelbook. The image in the middle is actually embossed. It sticks out a little bit. This one was a Target exclusive, and it is a touch beat up, but I got it for a pretty good price considering what the Mission Impossible movies were going for on Amazon, because these have been out of print since the movie came out. So it was pretty cheap for what it was, and I didn't mind paying for it being just a little bit beat up. It's not terrible. Now this one was in pristine condition. Mission Impossible, the first one. Beautiful, also a Target exclusive. And in case you're wondering why they look so different, they did a Target exclusive for the first 3 out of this style. And then they released the 4th one after, and they changed after that. So, what else do I got here? Another Target exclusive. Target actually does some pretty good exclusives for their steelbooks. Deepwater Horizon. Haven't opened this up yet to watch it. I'm really looking forward to watching this movie. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Pretty good artwork. I like it. It's a little weird, but I like the way it's set up. So, Man of Steel, which I believe I looked this one up, and I believe that this was a Best Buy exclusive. I think. I don't remember. I was just happy to find it because this completes my DC, even though there was only 3 movies. But that's okay. I guess I could technically count Watchmen in there. I don't have that on Steelbook yet, but I will find it eventually. But I now have Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and Suicide Squad all in Steelbook, so that's good. And this is a really gorgeous Steelbook, in my opinion. I really like what they did for the artwork for this movie in general, just very simple with the S. I like the design of the S. And finally, this is a movie that I have been searching for quite a long time, and I was finally able to get one. I found it on Zavi for a pretty cheap price. Resident Evil Retribution, which means that I now have all 5 of the Resident Evil movies on Steelbook. So I'm happy about that. This is the French version of the Walmart exclusive. I looked it up because Walmart actually had an exclusive on the Steelbooks. All the ones that I already have are actually the American Walmart versions, but they did not release one for Retribution. They didn't do an American Walmart exclusive. They did, I believe it was French. Is there Walmarts in France? Maybe, it may be Target, I don't remember. But this is a French one, but I'm just happy to have it. It completes that collection, and I feel a little bit better about myself now that it's complete, because we drive ourselves crazy when a collection we have is not complete. I do. So our new numbers, 18 new things, 7 of them are replacements, so we have, our new total is 1868. So that bumps us up to, we had 1 new VHS, which bumps us up to 46. We had 2 new TV, which bumps us up to, did you finish those numbers? Did you add those? Mm-hmm. Okay. 351 on TV. We had 3 new Laserdiscs, which bumps us up to 33 on those, and 10 new Steelbooks, which bumps up to 189 Steelbooks. Thanks for watching, guys. Look forward to the next one where Michael will be talking about some more really cool stuff. So, see you guys later. Bye.